Thanks for joining us once again at Life of a Mayor. Right now, I just want to take you to petrol fields and show you what's going on with our oil situation. If you remember correctly, we had Crimson Petroleum Conglomerates were having a very tough decision to make, and the time has come to make that choice. Our oil power plant is running out of oil. That does it. That is the sign. These guys, as much as it says 4 month supply, 5 month supply, 4 month supply, if you take a look at the map, it's really, look at this light gray here in the middle. There's lighter gray here. All of this used to be dark black, and now it's running low. So there's nothing to be done but to head out and find greener pastures. So we're going to go back out to the region, and we're going to try to find a spot where we can do some new industry. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ore. So Crimson Conglomerate is now going into the ore business, and looks like this is going to be the one. So we're going to claim this one. It's got a cool little setup anyway. So this is the one we're going to do. It's called Huckleberry Island. We're not going to keep that name probably. But yeah, a lot of ore, a lot of coal. It's got shipping and rail connections, so I have a feeling we're going to have a booming industry here pretty soon. Now, unfortunately, because this city is on the other side of the river, you can't gift money. So this part of the region can't give money to this part of the region on this side of the river. That means we're going to have to start from scratch with only 50,000 simoleons. Now, the first thing we're going to do is find out where the ore is. It's right smack in the middle, which is not the best place for it. Let's see if I don't really care about the coal as much. The coal's up here. It's not as much. We're not even going to bother. Is there any oil? There's no oil at all. Like I said, it doesn't matter. We're not doing that. We're sticking with ore. We're sticking with ore. And unfortunately, the location of it is going to prove a little tricky. But we have the train here, and it looks like we have this and this as shipping points. Let me see if I can go to settings, put on city boundary, so you can see. Oh, and here's another one. So there's 3. It's important to know where the city border is. Look at this tiny town. This is a tiny town, but as you can see, you have to plan carefully, because if you think the whole coastline is within your borders and the whole coastline is available for shipping spots for our shipping, which we have the ferry terminal, but what we're probably gonna end up having more than that is our trade port, which is gonna go here, and maybe there. But if you think the entire coastline is available, you're wrong. So you have to take a close look at the city borders. And the first thing we need to do is decide where we're going to draw our roads and stuff like that, because we're gonna need to plan that out. We can't just start laying down road. We're gonna run out of money too quickly if we start doing it that way. The other thing we need to do really quickly is find out where the wind is blowing, and I hope, yes, this is beautiful. Blowing out. You see that? Blowing down. That means maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to do some power plant, wind power, for starters. I'm just going to draw a tiny bit of road here to get us started. That's all I need. Now I need to see what wind speeds we're looking at here. It's not going to tell me, but it looks like if you take a look, when you pick the wind power plant, it's dark blue up here and it's light blue down here. That tells me that there's good wind speed up here, so I'm probably going to plop here on this side. That's probably what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to try to come up with a good layout, and we'll be right back. Alright, so giving it a little bit of thought, and I think kind of figure out what I want. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to build a little bridge tunnel right here. Just so it comes out. Come on. I want it here. Oh, come on. I was just doing it a second ago. Right there. Down. Why won't it build? Come on. How do you mean angle is too sharp? Okay. I know why. Because of that thing. Ugh. Okay, now, I just want to build this tiny... Oh, before I do that, let's take a look. 8,000. I need at least 8,000 left over. So bridges and tunnels are expensive. But this is going to give me a lot of room to work with up here. See, I'm not wasting any space. Alright. So first things first, I need to give myself a power plant. Wind power is going to be completely temporary, so I'm putting that down, but I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to keep it for a long time. I'm not really interested in the wind power for this city for an extended period of time. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough power for what we want to do. So from here, I'm just going to build some roads from here. Straight roads. Come on. There we go. Straight roads. Doesn't really matter. Just temporary. To get some people coming in here to work. All right. So just gonna connect. Just gonna connect. All right. And down here, same basic thing. I'm not that worried about how this looks. All I want is for it to function for right now. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start zoning so I can start making a little bit of money. Residential, residential, residential. One row of commercial. All right. I'm just gonna speed it up, get this working. All right, as soon as the first houses start plopping, I'm gonna lay this right there. Close now hiring. We're gonna use the cheapest roads that we can. Again, this is all extremely temporary. We're not gonna worry about how this looks. Only gonna worry about if it works for right now. And now I'm going to zone a little bit of industrial here, there, and there. That should do it for now. Let's take a look. We got plenty of power for all our buildings. We got water to everyone. Sewage is working. All right. So I'm just gonna make a little bit of money. We gotta keep an eye out on our things. There are 50 unemployed people. 58, 46. So there are jobs that are not, there are unemployed people. That means I have to see all of these. Business is great, business is good. You just gotta keep an eye on those levels. You don't want to have the city grows and you have to make sure you're supplying your workers with jobs, your citizens with jobs. So we're just gonna a little bit more commercial. And hopefully this number starts going down. Should start going down soonish. As soon as these buildings go up. Now if they're hiring, they shouldn't stay vacant for too long. Here we go. $79 still unemployed, but that's okay. Just gonna put a little more commercial on this side. A little residential there. Like I said, this is all temporary. We're not going to keep pretty much any of this. But I just want the city to grow, make a little bit of money. Because this wind plant is not wind power is not going to be sufficient. We're still good, but we're not going to be good for long. So, all right, going down a little bit. So, we're going to let this run. Let the city grow. And we'll come back when we have a little bit more money to play with. All right, that's what we're going to do. And then we can start with the fun stuff. All right?